All right, thank you for staying with us. And before we go into the details of all that happened in Abuja today, let's just quickly touch up on a few things around the Commonwealth Games very quickly. Let's talk about tomorrow, in case you want to track Team Nigeria at the Commonwealth Games tomorrow. Austin, you have an idea of what will be up for us tomorrow?
We're talking about our prospects of getting medals. Antonio and Dumno, I'm expecting Nigeria to actually impressed in boxing. Yes, that's one sport that has given us a lot of international reputation. And every time I watch these boxers train and I see their passion and the word I always use, hunger to win for this country, I think they're just being unlucky not to be up there. But tomorrow, our heavyweight man, Efe Ajagba, very strong. He's just 20. He'll be going against Tonga's Uenfa. And I think Efe has what it takes to beat that guy silly. If only he listens to what Coach Tony Koigwachi will tell him. Because I always... Coach Tony tells me...
And what our boxers were going through.
Look, guys, don't worry. You fall to learn how to stand. Okay. Just watch these guys. I see them train. As in, this guy has got mad technique on how to bring a boxer down. But he just doesn't give you that focus he needs.
I think for the first time, you're going to be fighting without headgears.
Yeah, you see, so
go for the head.
That's it. If you're not careful,
knock him down.
Another good boxer in the welterweight division, 69 kg, is Nigeria's Kehinde Ademuyiwa. That's another good boxer with prospects. And then when I read out these ages, please believe it, because they've been picked because they have talent. It's just 21 years old, and we're fighting Tanzania's Suleimani Salom Kidunda. He's 30. And then I say age doesn't fight boxing.
It's the weight.
It's the weight category, and again, the application of sense on how to attack and defend yourself. So tomorrow, Nigeria will come out in the heavyweight category and the welterweight. I believe that they can beat their opponents. All
right, so we'll keep our eyes on our boxers tomorrow, the Commonwealth Games, see if they will be the ones knocking people out. Well, it's a little different at the Commonwealth Games, because what you need to do is to outpoint your opponent. So in 2010, we had a lot of our boxers wanting to deliver the knockout blow, and the knockout blow never came until the bout was over, and they were wondering, I can take this guy out. But the coach says, no, the game is over.
Yeah,
it's all over now.
It's all over. That's why they need to put it right there.
So as you start the game, go and get your points.
Yeah, that's it.
So we wish them the best tomorrow. And as Austin said, I also believe that they can deliver. Let's just wish them the best of luck tomorrow. All right, let's talk football now. And let's talk about what happened today in Abuja. And the one we want to start about is to talk about that man, his picture. I'm sure will come on your screen any moment from now. We're talking about Aminu Maigari. Came into power in 2010 after Sani Lulu was impeached. Circumstances, well, a little similar to what we're having in 2014 was what happened in 2010. Aminu Maigari came into power, but the story today is that Aminu Maigari is no longer the president of the Nigerian Football Federation. All right, let's start up with the allegations. We have put them allegations against Aminu Maigari. The board, at the end of the meeting today in Abuja, came up with some allegations against Aminu Maigari, and we have highlighted them on your screen. They said he failed to call a meeting of the executive committee for the past 8 months. They said there was failure to carry along some members in crucial decision-making, and that there was a cabal of a few men that actually took decisions around Nigerian football for quite a long time, from late last year up till now. And then this one, huge. They said involvement in financial misappropriation, misapplication, and maladministration. Oh my word! One man.
I love the way they
one man.
Word.
And people are asking questions. How can only one man out of a 13-member board be the only one to do all of these things, acting in financial misappropriation, misapplication, and maladministration? Well, those are the allegations against Alhaji Aminu Maigari, according to the communique issued at the end of the board meeting where he was impeached. We sat down and we decided to put up as well something of a balance to all of this, because it sure can't be all bad about Aminu Maigari in the last 4 years, since 2013 now. We sat down and tried to put together some of the achievements of Aminu Maigari. I hope that can also come on your screen. Yeah, you can't take anything away from the fact that we were very impressive in our performance and success on the pitch. Nigeria won 8 major international trophies in different cadres of our national teams. The Super Eagles won, the Flying Eagles won the trophy, the women won the trophy, under 17 won the World Cup, the beach soccer team won some trophy, the women won some trophies. 8 major international trophies under Aminu Maigari. And then Nigeria equaled our best ever World Cup performance at the Brazil 2014 World Cup. And then there were organization of high-quality international friendlies for the national teams. Men, women, age grade, training tours, and everything. The Super Eagles only played 26 international friendlies under Aminu Maigari. And then there was also the completion of the NFF Secretariat. And then this one, 6 presidential receptions by Mr. President Goodluck Jonathan for different successful national teams in international competitions. These were some of the things that Aminu Maigari will point out and say, look, my 4 years, they may have accused me of everything, but I can also show some positives.
He delivered on his pre-election promises. Remember the debate. He said he's going to ensure that Nigeria wins major tournaments. That's what he said. So he delivered on his promises made in 2010. So I think for that, he has.
You have only talked about his achievement. What about the allegations?
No, let me talk about
this. Okay.
Part of the achievement, but the achievement is in part of competitions, in part of development. I think there is nothing, nothing
that you can see.
I can point. First, last week, was it Friday last week? People was here. When did he come? He came here. He was mentioning the fact that players have not been paid. This man is a member of the FIFA Status Committee.
Okay. So we failed in the
that aspect.
Players.
If
players welfare.
Take that matter to FIFA. He's a member of the FIFA Status Committee. Why is he not taking this matter up? Because part of this committee was to sort out players' disagreement of contract, welfare with their clubs. That's a major failings of his administration. He never said one thing about it. He never made one statement.
Of
2010, when he was. So I think those are some of the things. When you talk of development, I think when you look at development of Nigerian football, competition is mere promotion. Nigerians still want competition mostly, but a lot of us pay to realize that the development of football. Because the grassroots football is Super Eagles. I always say it's just an offshoot of everything. It's just a black sheep. The development, what is happening to the club?
People will look at the under 13. People will look at the under 15.
Under 13 was not. It was the last board.
Lulu, but hold on. But the fact that he continued and he enforced that project,
he should have killed it.
Hold on, the objective. He met it on the ground. He could have killed it. He could have said, "This is not my project. I'm not continuing with it." But he continued, he strengthened, and it has become a major part. This under 17 team that won the World Cup last year came from that under 13 to under 15 to the under 17. He could have also destroyed it.
If he had destroyed it, what would you have used? That's before the fourth point. So it's just like somebody started the project.
The Lulu administration started it.
But you should have done something. Because an indictment of Maigari, I'm not talking of every other thing. The fact is that when you cannot lay the marker, you cannot make a public statement that clubs, please sort out
your players.
For the fact that you are a member of the FIFA Status Committee has put a lot of pressure on you to deliver.
He should have done. He should have done more. Austin, quickly, what do you feel about all of this? You've seen the allegations against him. Dumno has just raised a very crucial one, and you've seen his achievements as well. Let's balance out in a way.
Let's talk about allegations, and I'm glad we're using those words, allegations. That you failed to call for an executive committee meeting for 8 months. It's unacceptable. That's terrible leadership skill right there, because that means you guys are not talking. You guys are not planning.
So who are those taking the decisions?
There's no vision. You guys are not coming together to say, this is where Nigerian football is at the moment. I kept asking questions to him. We are current African champions in football. What sort of PR did we get out of that? What sort of endorsements? Joachim Löw makes money for the German Football Federation because of his name. Coach Stephen Keshi is the best coach in Africa. We're not talking. We're not thinking of ways.
That's a major one.
We're not because they're not meeting. They're not talking. Nobody is planning.
They're not internal.